Libras, hi. So this is going to be your reading for May. Unbelievable, we're already in May 11 to the 17th, all right? Let's take a deep look into important message for you this week, all right? Channeled important message for Libra. Libra this week. What's going on with you? What? All right, let's see. Interesting. Almost there. I feel a lot of heaviness while shuffling your card. I don't know what's going on in your life. Something is like really bothering you, or shall I say something that probably connects to your wounds, wounds, your inner wounds that you probably like you thought you healed a long while ago, but somebody in your life is like tearing that scar open again. Shit, that's some hard shit to go, man. Oops. Wait, the card drops. Wait, who is it? Jesus Christ. All right, we go back. Yeah, I knew it. See, guys, I feel like super heavy, and the thing that flew over is a tower moment. Shit happened in your life. Damn, I'm good. Man, I'm meant to do this. I swear to God, like, I'm meant to do tarot reading for real. Yeah, shit happened in your life, okay? Things are shifting so fast, it caught you off guard a little bit too. But out of the mud that you have to drag through, that you have to literally drag yourself out of, among these, somehow you opened a new journey, and it feels very relieving. Interesting. You're doing some magic here, I'm telling you. Your money looks good too, though. Okay, despite all the whatever the shit happened over here, I think it's like you dealing with like humans, people around you that bring that crappy situation, but your money is doing very well. I think I said that in May for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like in May monthly reading for Libra, you guys' money insane. Okay, it looks good. All right. Go check out that reading after this reading. All right, your May monthly reading. All right. I want to do some clarifications for you now. Let's see what the fuck happened here. Jesus Christ, it's such a chaos. You're also trying to find peace along with all the crap that you have to go through here, all right? You are giving yourself some self-love, time only for you. You probably go for a walk just by yourself, or like stay at home, watch TV, just like having some chilling time to calm your mind, okay? Because it's just too much going on. Also, watch your sleep. All right, take some herbs if you need to help you to sleep. I recommend, it's not medical advice, but me personally, I use ashwagandha and lemon balm. All right, it works so well. I mean, don't take it together. Don't take everything together. All right, one is adaptogen for your stress level. All right, so probably take that in the middle of the day or something, or afternoon, and one is right before bed, which I'm about to take after this reading. Okay. Yeah, you're so fucking stressed too. Man. Alright, let's see. Let me adjust tables for a little bit. What is the conflict right there? What's going on there? What did Libra went through? Shit. It's a situation where somebody that you care deeply about, all right? There's somebody that you care deeply, you love deeply too, but they start some shit, all right? But it takes two to tango. I'm sorry to bring it to you, it takes two to tango. So even if you didn't do anything, as long as you are engaging in it, it will do more harm than good in this situation, because there's a lot of fucking mind games here, all right? It's just ego battle. Like, nobody wants to say sorry, okay? Even though if you want to say sorry, I don't see the other party want to say sorry. Nobody wants to apologize. Nobody are willing to, you know, like, take a step back to make peace. And so, because nobody is willing to give up on their ego, on their little, I'm always right. You're wrong. You did this to me. Like, blaming, pointing fingers, shit like that too. That can happen. That's why it drove you nuts, because you feel like you have to leave it right now. So you have to pull all your emotions, all your love out of the situation. That's what you feel like. You feel like, okay, so now I have to take all my love back towards me, and I have to take all my love with me to make sure that I'm carrying every bit with me, and I'm like walking away, all right? So yeah, you're on this process. You're in this process of emotionally slowly detaching from the situation. But I mean, yeah, it butters the shit out of you, because I mean, you didn't see this coming at this moment of time, okay? Man, you probably, or there can be a situation where you see this dark side that is in this other person of whoever that you're dealing with. This can be friends, this can be family, this can be love. It's not limited to just one thing. You see that dark side of them, but you still decide to keep engaging with them. That's what I said, it takes two to tango. So in that case, you gotta ask yourself, why am I engaging in this crap? Just because I love them, I got no self-respect and boundaries, and I have to deal with them? Really? You can still love someone through a wall. A wall that called, you gotta respect me first, or you get no access to me, all right? Okay. Let's see the new journey. What are you doing here? Okay. What is this new journey Libra is hopping on? Money. Money, 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 money. So you are working on something that's regarding to your stability, your career, your finance, all right? All right. Let's do a tower. Let's do a tower. Oh, by the way, I found my necklace. I thought that was gone. My God, it scares the fuck out of me. One day I was like, wait a minute, I remember I put it on, and I go outside, meet my clients, and when I come back, it's gone. I'm like, where did it go? It freaked me out. And for one whole week, I thought I lost it. Okay, and then I let it go. And then magically appeared on one of the cabinet's door, like one of those doors that you have to close, open, and open, like beneath my kitchen aisle. It's like, it right there, you know? I'm like, what? So it feels good to get something that you lost back. Oh my goodness. All right, the tower situation. What is the tower situation? Man, it's a complicated situation here, huh? I probably need to do 2 rounds of cards for you in this. Here. Okay, that's why I said I need 2 rounds. Alright, you're overthinking the fuck out of one situation first. And there's something that is coming back. Okay, so remember I said there's this connection that you want to get the fuck out of? That you're trying to emotionally detach from it? I think it's trying to come back alive. Yeah, because the connection that I just talked about, that happened in the past. This can be last week. This can be for like a long while ago, like last year or something. Last year or 2 years ago. Something is coming back alive. But you're not sure about whether or not you should take on it. Clarify. Clarify the cards. Yeah, your cards just flying everywhere, huh? Okay. So you got lots of information here. Okay, first of all, show me the judgment first. Okay, then show me other cards. Okay, so if you two, whoever that you're dealing with, that you deeply care about, you two work on yourselves first. Also, you need help, meaning you need more awareness, more consciousness regarding to what actually has been going on in this relationship dynamic. Because I see a lot of fog in between you and them. Like, let me give you an example. For example, a couple fight over a conflict, all right? Neither of them wants to back down because both of them feel like they're not being understood by the other person. But they suck at communication. They don't talk out loud. They probably talk to their friends over it, but they didn't talk to each other. And that is what needs to be solved. So they will need to learn how to be a better communicator in a relationship. So that will be the higher knowledge that they need to learn, right? They need to learn the skill, literally, to develop a skill out of it. So that's why they need to work on themselves, like both of them. Because if one person doesn't communicate, the other person also got some responsibility in it. The other person doesn't know how to open up the dialogue, right? To help the other person heal from their trauma. Maybe they're too afraid to communicate. Maybe they are afraid the minute that they are vulnerable towards the other person is going to fuck them over. So they got severe trust issues. This can play in multiple dimensions, multiple scenarios. Just an example, all right? So first of all, for this to come back from dead to alive, you both need to do the work. Okay, obviously, one person needs to do more work, but you both need to do the work. Second of all, the art of giving and receiving is out of balance. Meaning, because you guys have this issue that needs to be resolved, which I just talked about. Again, this can be trust issues, this can be abandonment issues, this can be all kinds of issues happen within a relationship. So that will, of course, make the art of giving and receiving out of balance. So those aspects needs to be worked out, all right? That's what they're showing here. Also, I don't know whose energy is this. I think it's the other person. Whoever that you're dealing with here, they're a very good money maker, first of all. They do a lot of self-love routine as well. They focus on themselves a lot. This can also be you, okay? This can also be you. You're the one who focuses on yourself a lot. You are pretty good with your money, all right? Okay. Show me what is Libra overthinking. What is bothering them? Yeah. Too many thoughts, Libra. Too many thoughts in your head. Too many thoughts. Okay. Okay. What are they overwhelmed by? What is the specific subconscious issue? Do the moon. Okay, you see the signs, but you refuse to take actions. You walk super slow. So the reason why you're overwhelmed, you're crowded by your thought is on some level, to some extent, you're afraid to move this too fast. Okay, that's why you're taking things very careful, very nice and slow, because you got burned in the past. So this time you learned your lesson. You're like, you know what, although I see all the signs, although I see everything, still I need to take one step, like half a step, 0.5, 0.1 step at a time. I'm not going to run towards this. I'm going to take my time. My God, the minute that you get to the finish line, I feel like I already slept for 100 years. Yeah, every time when I get drowsy, that means you are walking so slow towards whatever this is, all right? Which I think this is towards any connection that you are going to be in, any connection. You're a slow approacher, you're a slow walker because you're careful, because you know people, right? This is what's going on in your head. So although new opportunities, new people coming into your life, you're very cautious. But because you're so cautious, you're a little bit too cautious. Almost being like a little bit psychopathic, shall I say. Not in a bad way though. Yeah. It's almost like you come from a good intent. You come from the intent of, yeah, I don't want to get hurt again, you know. That's why I'm walking this slow, you know. But because you're walking too slow, you're considering too many things. You're over considering many things that is not even needing you to pay too much attention to. You know what I mean? For example, let me give you a work situation. You're about to start a project. I don't know, maybe carpentry or something. You want to start a company, but now you're like, before you even start it, you're like, yeah, so I will need some workers working for me, and how much am I going to pay for them, and what are they expecting out of me, and what are my customers expecting out of me, and like, where am I gonna do it, like how am I gonna make this even work, man, like, am I gonna post it on Instagram, where am I gonna post my advertisement, how many cars shall I have for this company, like, you overwhelm yourself. You overwhelm yourself with a lot of thoughts that are piling up, that are drowning you. I see you're drowning with all the voices in your head before you even start anything. So that will possibly manifest as procrastination, all right? Or I thought I had the passion for it and the drive for it and the timing is right, but for some reason it doesn't work out because you have fears in it, okay? That's also why I said, although you come from a good intent of wanting to make this successful or doesn't want this to not work out, when you overdo it, you're coming from fear. You're coming from, I'm afraid that if I don't overthink the fuck out of this, this is not going to work. So I have to overthink the fuck out of this in order for me to feel peace. But you're not feeling peace, you feel overwhelmed. okay? You feel crap. So, all right. Man, there's so much going on in your reading. Sorry, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, right? So let me just guide the advice for you, all right? Man, because there's so much going on in this week for you to unpack, you know? All right, let me just get advice for you right now. Time is it's my bedtime. It's my bedtime. Rise for Libra. By the way, the overthinking aspect, that's going to happen in the future, in case I didn't mention. The tower moment that I see here is a future timeline. So possibly like next week or so, all right? Or like at the end of this week, you're going to feel it. Okay, before you make any moves or overthinking the fuck out of something, maybe just try to get more information on your matter, you know? Before you think too much, get more information on your hands, all right? That's going to help. Like, if you want to start a company, maybe do some research about your competitors, do some research about your industry. Okay, this is what it's telling me. And more advice for Libra regarding to their life situation in general, all right? Because there's so much things going on. Yeah, you need to resolve that emotional pain that you have because it's pretty much impacting all the decisions of yours, okay? This can be a childhood trauma that you always carry within your subconscious, and that is taking control of your life. When trauma happens, when the pain happens in our life, the way we deal with it is to have a self-protection mechanism, right? But you will realize at some point it doesn't serve you anymore. Let me give you an example, all right? Your parents told you you're too ugly when you grow up as a child. This happened to one of my clients today. Your parents told you, oh, you look like you look like you have a fat nose or something. You have a big nose. You have a fat lip, something. But in fact, those are your perfect features. You're born with beauty. You're perfect. All right, you're perfectly imperfect. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're like whatever you call it. But since you're being told as a child, the child only will find something wrong within themselves and not pointing fingers towards the parents, towards caretaker. So as a child, you say to yourself like, all right, so it must be because my nose is too big. That's why they're criticizing me. So you carry that belief. You're carrying that belief of something's wrong with me, all right, to your adult life. Yes, maybe you do something about your appearance or something, you're trying to make it look good, but it doesn't do you a favor because when, for example, when you hit 30 years old, you suddenly realize there's nothing wrong with my nose. Nothing's wrong with me. They're fucked up. My parents are fucked up. They have something cocooning going on in their head. They're crazy. They have a incomplete perspective. They have a broken perspective towards human. They criticize. They are criticizers, and because they criticize themselves too, and there's something wrong with them. But I should not take that on myself. All right? So the minute that you resolve that, you're going to switch your belief from something's wrong with me to nothing's wrong with me. But I'm perfectly imperfect. And I gotta have my own judgment towards whatever people say to me from now on. And that is going to change everything around you, all right? The relationship that you deal with, the work situation that you are attracting, like the conflicts that you are manifesting in life. Yes. Okay? So change the heartbreak. Change the heart stabbing. All right? That's what I have for you, Libra. Hope this helped. I'll see you soon next week. Bye.